Today on Hockey at Home, we're pairing up some of the NHL's greatest players with their greatest fans.
This is surreal.
When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I quit hockey.
Let's see what these super fans have in store for their favorite players.
That's a tough question. Talk about putting me on the spot.
Hey everybody, welcome into an all-new episode of Hockey at Home. I'm Kathryn Tappen, joined by my good friend David Amber, and we have a great opportunity for fans to get involved today. We're going to have a virtual meet and greet where fans can ask their favorite players their number one question for them.
I love it, KT. Up close and personal, but at a safe distance. And we have two stars joining us today. The NHL's leading scorer at the pause, Leon Draisaitl. And what about the star defenseman with the Boston Bruins, Torey Krug?
That's right. And that's where we begin with the team that had the best record in the NHL when the season went on pause. And joining me now from his home in Boston is the defenseman for the Boston Bruins, Torey Krug. Torey, good to see you. How has this period been for you? I know you have a little 11-month-old running around that must be keeping you pretty busy.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a crazy time, like many people. For me, I've, always had somewhat of a structure here at home, dealing with nap time and meals, and just bouncing around the house, chasing our daughter. Sailor keeps us on our toes. So a little bit of structure there, but a lot of fun, and I'm enjoying watching her develop. Yeah,
the silver lining, of course, being at home and spending that quality time with your family. Well, we have a lot of fans that are really anxious to meet you today, Torey, and they've got a number of questions on their mind as well. So are you ready to meet some of your biggest fans?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, we're going to start right outside of Boston in Whitman, Massachusetts, and welcome in Jake Pendrak. And Jake is joining us. He's lived in the Boston area. He's been a Bruins fan as long as he can remember. Hey, Jake.
Hey there. How's it going, guys? Hey, Torey.
What's going on, Jake? How are you?
I'm doing well. Hanging in there. How about you?
Yeah, same as always.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy those last few months. I've been watching a lot of replays of the games from this season, so trying to keep myself busy. So I had one question for you. So can you describe the feeling, what it's like to be on the ice during a Stanley Cup final game?
It's a good question. It's really hard to put in words, to be honest. A lot of adrenaline. Sometimes you just black out, and all of a sudden it's the end of the game, and you wonder what happened.
Yeah.
But we're a very a group that likes taking the moment and be in the moment. So you always try to take a second to look around and just enjoy and embrace what's happening. And it's a lot of fun being on the ice, and even the smallest moments out there can have a big impact in each game. So it's definitely a lot of fun to be in front of our home crowd, and the loud TD Garden buzzing during the finals. So it's a little glimpse of it. Like I said, it's hard to put into words.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I really appreciate taking your time.
Absolutely. Great to meet you.
Jake, I hope we'll get to see you at the TD Garden sometime in the near future. Of course, Jake's been on skates since he was 3 years old, learning how to play hockey. Jake, thanks so much. We appreciate you taking the time.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe.
We thank Jake, and we've got another fan anxious to ask you questions, Tori. We welcome in Justin Iannuzzo from Rochester, New York. Justin sporting his Bees shirt there as well, diehard fan. Justin, welcome.
Thanks so much. Torey, good to see you, man. How's it going?
Good, doing well. I like your Chara shirt there.
Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, I had to do it. So my question was, last year you guys get to the Stanley Cup Finals, and this year you guys were rolling. How do you keep that momentum from like the last year and a half? Quarantine hits, and guys aren't really interacting that much face to face at all, really. How do you keep that momentum going for hopefully when the season starts back up?
Yeah, that's going to be the tough part. And I think if I had the right answer for that, we'd have a bunch of other teams knocking on our door, trying to let them in. So we're just trying to stay disciplined in routine, and we gather as a group once a week on these Zoom calls and just to enjoy each other's time and stay connected. So this has definitely made this very challenging, but we're doing our best with all the resources that we have. And you can only hope that, everyone's doing their part at home to stay in whatever shape that they can be, so that if we do get a crack at this thing, that we give ourselves the best opportunity. So that's just some of the things that we're trying to do.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I really appreciate it. Had tickets to see you guys, Bruins at the Sabres. So hopefully I can see you guys soon. And congrats on your newborn.
Thank you very much. Yeah, I hope to see you out there soon.
Awesome. Thanks.
Justin, thank you. And from Rochester, New York, we head out west now to Aspen, Colorado. That is where we find Michael Corbell joining us. Michael's been a Bruins fan his whole life, and it is reported that his first word was Bork after Ray Bork, who won the Stanley Cup there with the Colorado Avalanche, longtime Bruins Hall of Famer. We welcome you in, Michael.
Thanks a lot for having me, Kathryn. Thanks a lot, Torey, for doing this. This is great.
Absolutely. Good to see you.
Yeah, thank you. So my question is about the history of the Bruins. It seems like every generation's got a great defenseman. It's Bobby Orr, Brad Park, Ray Bork, now Zdeno Chara. And, when you're playing on the ice, you're looking up at the banners of those retired numbers. Does that add pressure? Have they been great mentors? What's your relationship like to that legacy?
Yeah, that's a great question. Thanks for that. It's always great to take a second to reflect on, the history of not only the sport, but also our organization. And, we're very lucky to have, Bobby Orr and Ray Bork around the rink frequently. They serve as great mentors to a lot of the guys, and they're there as resources for us to reach out to if we want. I've been personally very close with the Bork family over the last 7-8 years, ever since I played with his son Chris in Providence. So he's served as a great mentor to me, and even stepping on the ice with Zdeno every day, he's another guy that I look up to, literally. And I just learned so much from him, and he's become I know he's always been a great player, and he's still maturing and developing as a captain today. It's been fun to watch him change and adapt to, the way that the game's being played, and also his leadership. So we're very lucky to have great people around us, and ultimately what they do is inspire us and push us to be even better hockey players and better people. So very lucky here in Boston.
Great. Thanks so much. Hope to see you all back on the ice soon.
Sounds good. Thank you, buddy.
Michael, thank you so much joining us all the way from Colorado there. Stay safe out there. And Torey, our next fan is your number one fan. He is 15 years old. He's coming in from Ayr, Ontario. This is Ryan Rogers. It says his favorite player is Torey Krug. So I can imagine, Ryan, this must be pretty fun for you to get to meet Torey.
Yeah, this is surreal.
What's up, Ryan? I love the hat, man. That's cool. I got the same one upstairs.
That's awesome. My question is, when you first joined the Bruins, who had the biggest impact in making you the player you are today?
Wow, that's a really tough question to nail it down to one person. I think it's been a collective thing. I think Claude Julien and Doug Huda, who was the assistant defensive coach at the time, really helped me round out my game to become a 200-foot player. Bruce Cassidy, obviously I see the way that the game the same way that he does. So he's really embraced, my style and kind of loosened the reins a little bit. But in terms of teammates, I think, Zdeno's at the top of the list, Patrice Bergeron. The list goes on and on. From the first day that I got here, Luch was a great friend of mine. He still is. We were very lucky to have a great group of guys that, we inspired and pushed each other to be great every single day. There was no off days. Practices or games, there was never a time that you could sit back and take things for granted. We always pushed each other, and that's a small glimpse of the people that really push me every single day to be better.
Yeah. Thank you, Torey.
Absolutely. Good to see you, man.
And our last fan comes just south of Boston from Dorchester, Massachusetts, a Bruins season ticket holder since 1997. Kevin Kane joining us. Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Like everybody else, a little stressed. I got 4 kids, 4 boys, 2 of them toddlers. So if I watch Peppa Pig one more time, I'm going to go insane. So, yeah, you'll be there in about another year or 2, Torey.
I grew up in a family of 4 boys, so I kind of know what's going on in your house.
Yeah.
So, Kevin, what do you want to ask Torey today?
Torey, I got one question. There's no wrong answer to this. I just want your opinion. Would you rather fight one duck the size of a horse or 50 horses the size of a duck? Now, you're not on skates, you're on grass. So, and why?
Wow, that's a tough question. Talk about putting me on the spot. I'm kind of thinking, was it 50 horses the size of the duck?
One duck the size of a horse,
yeah,
or 50 horses the size of a duck?
Yeah, I'd go with the 50 horses size of a duck. And for no reason whatsoever, I just feel like
No. There's no wrong answer. If you lose your footing though on that one, you might be all done. But yeah, that's
true. I'm just trying to bring them, get eye level with these horses. So to make them a size of a duck will really help myself out. What would you do? What's your answer to that?
Yeah, what would your answer be?
I'll probably go the duck the size of the horse. Maybe you can kind of get around them, maybe take out a knee. That's probably what I would go with there. Again, my balance isn't too good. So if they get me on the ground, maybe the 50 horses maybe swarm me, I might be all done there. I don't know. That's just me though.
At least you have reasoning behind it. I love it. You have a thoughtful process.
A lot of time on my hands.
Well, Kevin, we appreciate you joining us, and
thank you.
To rock that Beast sweater, and hopefully we'll see you at TD Garden sometime soon.
Hopefully. Hey, stay safe, guys. Thank you.
Kevin, you too.
Torey, I don't know how we're going to top that last question. We're going to end it on a high note. How about that? Have you ever had a question like that before? I don't think so.
No, that tops the list. Give me something to think about. I got a lot of time on my hands. So
there you go. Well, hey, we appreciate you taking some of that time out and joining us, and continue to do well and take care of that little one, Sailor. We look forward to seeing you on the ice soon.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me today.
Coming up next, we head out west to Edmonton. The Oilers fans get their shot at Leon Draisaitl when we skate back.
Leon Draisaitl scores! Draisaitl a career high 106 points.
Wow. It's a pleasure now to welcome into Hockey at Home a two-time NHL All-Star and the league's leading scorer at the Pause, Edmonton Oiler forward Leon Draisaitl. Leon, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. Are you holding up okay? Well, how have you been spending this time?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, just like everyone else, kind of tagging along the days and trying to stay busy in any way possible. So, yeah, working out, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, like I said, just trying to stay busy.
All right. The coach is happy. You got the fitness still going. So the coach is really happy. I know you're usually getting grilled by questions from the media. This time we're getting you nice and interactive with the fans. Lots of big Oiler fans, lots of Leon Draisaitl fans. So let's welcome in. We'll start with Troy Winnick and his son, Ethan, his daughter, Ella, who are joining us from Edmonton. There they are. Leon Draisaitl, guys. You must be excited.
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. My question is, so since you've been driving your own line, you guys have been playing excellent. I'm just wondering how hopeful and excited you are that the playoffs are actually going to take place so you guys can showcase your line in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it right. We started clicking at the end there a little bit, us three, and we built a lot of chemistry. So just like any other player, I think we're all hoping that we can get back to playing sometime soon here and showcase what our team, what our line is all about. And, obviously the playoffs is always the most fun.
And Leon, I should tell you, Troy is a fire captain in Edmonton. So that's pretty cool. You both serve the public in different ways.
My house ever burns down, I call you.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Perfect.
Troy, what's it been like for the frontline workers, people like yourself during this pause? And I'm sure you're missing hockey because it's a nice escape, but you're out there on the front lines every day now.
Yeah, you know what I find the biggest thing is we're getting so many more false alarm cooking calls because there's so many more people at home setting off their smoke detectors in their houses.
One of them might have been me.
Leon, did you say your smoke alarm's been going off? You've been cooking a lot?
No, I didn't get to that point yet, but I'm sure I was close a few times.
Well, Troy Winnick, Ethan, and Ella, thank you guys so much. I know you're big Oilers fans, so we'll hopefully get the resumption of play and you can see how the Oilers fare in the postseason. Thanks so much for joining us here, Hockey at Home.
Thank you
guys very much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So there was Troy, Ella, and Ethan joining us, and there's a lot of fans who want to talk to Leon Draisaitl. So next up, it's Landon Thompson. This is a surprise, though, from Calgary. So you're the lone Oiler fan in Calgary. You're not here to boo Leon, I hope.
No, not at all.
I like that jersey. I see the flags there, or the whatever that is in the back. Looks good.
Thanks so much. Good to see you, Leon and David. One thing, Leon, that I've been doing is I'm making all-time lineups for every NHL team with my spare time. So I'm wondering who's on your all-time Oiler team, and who are your line mates?
All time? That's a tough one. A lot of great players in that organization, but so I would have to go with Wayne. I would have to go with Connor. I think it'd be pretty fun playing with those two on the line. And then on the back end, I think Koff. I think Paul Coffey, and who else?
Kevin Lowe, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Kevin Lowe, one of those guys.
Nice.
Or maybe Clef or Nursey, those guys. So I think I could build a whole team with the players that we've had. So
oh, no kidding. Yeah. How about in net? That's a tough one for me too, being a goaltender.
Yeah, I mean, I think Grant Fuhr is obviously speaking for himself with what he's done and what he's accomplished in his career. So I'll give that to him.
Nicely done.
Landon, that is a good question. That is a tough question. Some teams it's obvious, but with the Oilers, they've had so many superstars through there. That's a very tough question.
What's yours?
Oh man, well, I had you on a line with Connor as well, and I think I had Ryan Smith on your guys' wing. I think he'd work well with you too. And in net, I mean, I grew up a big Oiler fan, and Grant Fuhr was the guy who got me started playing goal, but I attended Bill Ranford's goalie school, I think 8 times growing up in Sylvan Lake there. So that's a tough one. And then Cujo is a big influence as well. Like you said, David, it's tough to nail down a lineup there. But anyways, Leon, you'd definitely be on my all-time Oilers lineup. Really excited for what you and the Oilers are doing if and when this season resumes.
Yeah, thank you. We're all
great stuff there, Landon. That's great, and we hope it resumes. I know you've been a little busy too, a school teacher, so all the best to you. That was Landon Thompson coming our way from Calgary, Alberta. You better be careful now that everyone knows he's an Oiler fan living out in Calgary. We'll see if the Battle of Alberta resumes when we get the hockey back. Our next guests are Ryan Topley and his son Mason from Lloydminster, and they're huge Oiler fans and huge Leon Draisaitl fans. And here he is, your guy, Leon Draisaitl. Ryan.
Hi, Leon. How you doing?
Hi, guys. How are you?
Good.
You bored?
A little bit.
Yeah. Same.
This could be the highlight right now of the pandemic, I would imagine, is having a chance to talk to Leon.
Absolutely.
Yep, totally.
What question do you have?
If you weren't a pro hockey player, what career would you pursue?
Oh my God. I hate that question. You know what? I have to tell you, like, I've been so into hockey all my life that I feel like I would have found something with hockey. Actually, you know what? I'll give you one answer. Probably a soccer player. When I was about 8 or 9 years old, I quit hockey for a full year. So I stopped playing hockey for a full year and I played soccer that year. So I probably would have tried to become a professional soccer player. Probably wouldn't have worked out very well, but who knows?
Gotta try.
Yeah.
So why did you quit hockey, Leon?
I was a little sick of getting dressed all the time. It took too long for me for some reason. I hated that part, but I played for, I think, about a year, and then I was like, this is not for me. I'm gonna go back to hockey, and pretty happy I did that.
Well, thank goodness you did. Yeah, Ryan and Mason, thank you so much, guys. And that was a good question too. I often wonder if these guys weren't professional athletes, what they'd be doing. And that was a good question there for Leon. He went from one sport to another sport, though.
What's your dream job?
NHL player. So.
NHL player. Well, hopefully we'll get to play against each other one day, or on the same team. Even better.
That's great. Ryan and Mason Topley, thank you so much, guys. Keep safe.
Yeah, thank you
Thanks for joining us, Hockey at Home.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Our final guest to talk to Leon Draisaitl today, Dylan McKay from Sherwood Park, Alberta, a huge Oilers fan and a huge Draisaitl fan. There he is, like the hat, and this must be pretty cool. Here he is, Leon Draisaitl.
Oh, yes. Hello. It's a great honor.
Hi, how are you, bud?
I'm doing very well. And yeah, just been waiting all day to get this talk in, and it's exciting.
That's awesome. Me too. I'm excited. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, my question is, growing up, were you a fan of the DEL? And did you have a favorite team, or can you remember like seeing any notable players playing in Germany a long time ago?
Yeah, I mean, growing up in Cologne, in Germany, my dad played there, so I've always been a Cologne fan, my hometown, and some of my best friends are on that team right now, and I still follow them a lot. And but yeah, essentially my goal was always to be in the NHL. But if that wasn't possible or that wasn't meant to be, then my next goal would have been the German league for sure.
Okay, well, I'm also wondering, how do you say the Cologne team? I know they're the Sharks, but how do you say the name in German?
In German?
Yeah.
Kölner Haie.
Okay.
Yeah, you should learn that one.
Yeah.
It's a tough one though.
Haie.
It's pretty
That's
good.
Great.
That's really good.
Dylan, I like your interest in hockey on both sides of the Atlantic. So hopefully we'll get hockey back soon. You can see your boy Leon Draisaitl do his magic on the ice with Connor.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
All right. Well, there's Dylan McKay, who's also an avid hockey card collector out of Sherwood Park, Alberta. So Leon, I got to ask you now, you've had some engagement with the fans. The fans miss you. They miss the game. You must miss the fans as well. Oh,
yeah, absolutely. I think as we all know, there's such a huge part of the sport or any sport, really. They make it special to come to the rink, and loud buildings, especially in the playoffs. Definitely miss you guys, miss all the fans. And I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say that we all, hope to come back soon. And, eventually that you guys come back to arenas.
Well, Leon, one common thread from all these fans is they're really hopeful to get the resumption of the season to see not just what the team can do, but what you can do as well, putting together what was a career year as the NHL's leading scorer. Thanks so much for joining us here, Hockey Dome. Stay safe. All the best to your family, Leon.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me. Take care.